Welcome to Morning Joan, darling. I'm so glad you're joining me today. We've got a lot to dish about, and I'm starting with the latest scandal surrounding the one and only Britney Spears. Can you believe it? The pop star was arrested in California for driving under the influence. Yes, honey, it's true. According to reports, Britney was stopped by the California Highway Patrol on Wednesday night and was booked at around 3 a.m. And, of course, she's already deleted her Instagram profile because, well, drama. Now, I know what you're thinking. This isn't Britney's first run-in with the law, but it's still shocking to see her struggling like this. I mean, we all remember that infamous 2007 incident where she allegedly hit a parked car in Los Angeles. And let's not forget the 13-year conservatorship that basically controlled every aspect of her life. It's no wonder she's been acting out, if you ask me. But here's the thing. Britney needs help, and she needs it now. Her team is saying all the right things, like how this incident is completely inexcusable, and how she's going to take steps to get her life back on track. But I'm not buying it, sweetie. We've heard it all before, and until Britney gets the real help she needs, we're just going to keep seeing these kinds of incidents. And can we talk about the fact that she sold her music catalog for a reported $200 million? I mean, I know it's a lot of money, but is it really worth giving up control of your own music? It's just so Britney. She's always been a bit of a wild child, and this latest move just proves it. Anyway, we'll be keeping an eye on Britney and seeing how this all plays out. In the meantime, let's get the tea going. What do you think about Britney's latest antics? Should she be getting more help, or is she just being a typical celebrity? Let us know in the comments. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darlings. I hope you're all having a fabulous morning so far. Now, let's get to the good stuff. You know I love my music, and today we've got some exciting news for all you Mumford Sons fans out there. Can you believe they're going on tour again? I mean, I know they've been around for a while, but their energy is still infectious, if you ask me. So, the Prize Fighter Tour kicks off on April 24th in Melbourne, Australia, and will make its way through various cities in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and of course the United States. And let me tell you, they've got an impressive list of dates lined up, over 30 shows in total. Can you imagine being a part of that crew, traveling from city to city, performing for thousands of screaming fans every night? I mean, it's exhausting just thinking about it, but I'm sure it's exhilarating at the same time. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Joan, how do I get my hands on these tickets? Well, darlings, I've got you covered. According to the article, tickets are available on various websites such as Ticket Network, SeatGeek, and GameTime, with some codes offering discounts for bulk purchases. Because, let's be real, who doesn't love a good discount? And can we talk about the venues for a second? I mean, they're playing at some of the most iconic spots: Wrigley Field in Chicago, Fenway Park in Boston, and even Madison Square Garden in New York City. It's like a dream come true for any music lover. Now, I'm not going to lie, darlings, I'm a little jealous. I wish I could be a part of this tour, dancing the night away with Marcus Mumford and the gang, but alas, I'll just have to stick to my morning coffee and dish out the latest gossip to all of you instead. Welcome back to Morning Joan, everyone. As we wrap up today's show, I want to leave you with a truly inspiring story about perseverance, talent, and claiming one's rightful place in the spotlight. You might have heard that Delroy Lindo, the talented actor from films like Malcolm X and DUI Bloods, has been nominated for an Oscar for his role in Sinners. But what you might not know is the incredible journey he's taken to get here. In a recent interview, Lindo opened up about his experiences growing up as a black child in a predominantly white neighborhood in London. He shared a heartbreaking story about being rejected by a playmate because of his race, and how that moment has stayed with him throughout his life. But despite facing such challenges, Lindo has continued to push forward, using his platform to tell stories that need to be told. One of the most fascinating aspects of Lindo's journey is his decision to pursue a master's degree in order to write a screenplay about his mother's experiences as part of the Windrush generation. For those who might not know, the Windrush generation refers to the hundreds of thousands of people from the Caribbean who were invited to come to the UK after World War II to help rebuild the country. Lindo's mother was one of them, and he felt compelled to share her story with the world. As the first listened to Lindo talk about his mother and the Windrush generation, I couldn't help but think about the importance of representation in media. We often talk about diversity and inclusion, but it's not just about checking boxes, it's about telling stories that reflect the complexity and richness of human experience. And that's exactly what Delroy Lindo is doing with his work. So, as we celebrate Lindo's Oscar nomination and his incredible body of work, let's also take a moment to appreciate the journey he's taken to get here. It's not always easy to claim one's place in the spotlight, especially when faced with obstacles and doubters along the way. But Lindo is proof that with talent, determination, and a willingness to tell stories that need to be told, anything is possible. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay fabulous.